Welcome back today to my channel. Today we are going to talk about fraction. Wait, come closer, come closer. Don't skip this video. We are going to learn something today. Now, let's talk about fraction. Now, when we talk about fraction, fraction is part of a whole number. Part of a whole number or something. When we remove something parts from something that is whole, therefore it becomes a fraction. Now, when we talk more about fraction, we have what is called the numerator and the denominator. That numerator is what we removed from the whole number. Types of fraction. We have 3 types of fraction. No, it's no longer 3 types of fraction. Instead, we have 6 types of fraction. And which they are: number 1, we have what is called the proper fraction. Another name for this proper fraction is called vulgar fraction. Number 2, we have what is called improper fraction. Another name for this improper fraction, some people call it top-heavy fraction. This top-heavy means that what is on top is bigger than what is below. Now, number 3, we have mixed number. Some of us have misplaced this mixed number with what is called mixed fraction. So it is called mixed number, not mixed fraction. Number 4, we have like fractions. Number 5, we have unlike fractions. And the last one, we have equivalent fraction. We have equivalent fraction. Now, I'm going to explain all these fractions with a real-life materials. Let's go to number 1, proper fraction. I'm going to show you what proper fraction is with a real-life object. Let's go. Okay. So, let's talk about proper fraction. Proper fraction is when the denominator is bigger than the numerator. Example. Now, I have cut the apple into 4 parts. This 4 parts is one whole. Now, when I eat one of it, out of that 4, it becomes 1/4, making it a proper fraction. When I eat 2, out of this 4, it becomes 2/4, still making it a proper fraction. In that video, you cannot understand what proper fraction is. And examples of proper fraction, we have 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, etc. That is a proper fraction for you. Now, let's go to improper fraction. Let's go to the video. Let's make use of some examples, and I'll show you what improper fraction is. An improper fraction is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Example. Like I have 4 apple cut out, 4 apple cut out. Assuming that I wanted to make it an improper fraction. When I start eating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it becomes 6/4. Therefore, it becomes improper fraction. When I eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5/4, it becomes improper fraction. Now, coming back to know what improper fraction is. Improper fraction is when the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Whenever the one on top is bigger than the one below, it becomes improper fraction. Example, 4/3, 5/4, 6/5, etc. It becomes improper fraction. Now let's go to mixed fraction, mixed number. Mixed number involve a whole number and a fraction. A whole number and a fraction. Now, when we talk about example, this is one whole apple. We have not touched it. And this is a cut apple. And we remove 1 out of this 4. Therefore, it becomes one whole number. That one we remove all over 4 becomes a mixed number. Becomes a mixed number. Now, another example. When we add these 2 whole apples that have not been touched. Now, these 2 whole apples plus, assuming that I ate 1 here, it becomes 2 whole apples, 1/4. It becomes a mixed number. Mixed number includes 2 whole number, 1/2, 3 whole number, 2/3, etc. When you have a particular whole number with a proper fraction, then you have a mixed number. Now, let's go to like fraction. When we talk about like fraction, I'm going to show you what like fraction is with some examples. When we talk about like fraction, we talk about when the denominators are the same. When the denominators are the same. Example, like here we have 4 cut apple, one whole in different parts. Now, I ate 1 here out of 4, and I ate 2 here over 4. Two of them have the same denominator of 4, making it a like fraction. Another example, 3, I ate 3 apples here out of 4, and I ate 1 out of 4. That's still like are the same. Example, 1 over 2 is a like fraction to 5 over 2. Why? Because the denominators are the same, which is 2. Therefore, it becomes a like fraction. Now, let's go to unlike fraction. Unlike fraction is when the fractions are not related to each other. Example, 1 over 3 is an unlike fraction to 1 over 2, because some of them don't have the same denominator. Of unlike fraction. Now, I have 1 apple that is being cut into 3 and 1 apple that is being cut into 4. 1 apple that is cut into 3 and 1 apple that is cut into 4. Now, in these two now, they are unlike fraction to each other. I ate 1 here over 3 and I ate 1 here over 4. Two of them becomes unlike fraction. Another example, I ate 2 here over 3 and I ate 2 here over 4. Two of them becomes unlike fraction. Fraction is whereby the two fractions can make up the same decimal point. Example, 1 over 2 is an equivalent fraction to 2 over 4. Why? Because two of them is if you turn it to decimal, it becomes 0.5. Now, 1 over 3 is an equivalent fraction to 3 over 9. When you change it to decimal point, it becomes 0.3333 infinity 3. Now, it shows that these fractions are equivalent to each other. I'm going to stop here for now. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you. Example. Now,